You're fired. No, I need someone in my video. Hey everyone, welcome back to Fromania Bricks. Welcome back to Fromania Bricks. We are still in the second fanciest recording studio in our house, also known as the dinner table, because this is where we eat dinner. And we are back for the final installment of our Happy Holiday special. And in this last video, I'm going to share with you guys the stuff that I took home. Because there's not just 2 LEGO aficionados in this house. In fact, there's not just 3 LEGO aficionados. There's 4 of them. But we're only doing 3 videos this time around. Micah, I forgot about this in your video. And I forgot about it in Caleb's video. But I'm not going to forget about it in this video. And I have a very important question for you. I need to know where the Sith do their holiday shopping at.
I know this one. At the Darth Mall.
Yes! He got it! Well done. Merry Sithmas to you, Micah. And we're still looking at a Christmas tree, and we're still talking about all of the holiday stuff. To recap, the holiday is everything that we picked up during the holiday season. So really from right around Thanksgiving on through Christmas into the first week or 2 of the new year. We're still considering this the Christmas holiday season because our Christmas tree is still up and there's still snow outside. So this is the final in our 3-part holiday extravaganza. That is so hard to say. Holiday.
Holiday.
You gotta really get it down in here. Holiday. And in front of us are some of the sets that I have really been looking forward to. This was a really big year for me for LEGO. This was like the year of the LEGO, 2023 was. I have always supported and encouraged your LEGO purchases and usage. I say always. I did have a season of time where I was like, enough LEGO in the house. And then my mind flipped. And in 2023, I went crazy on the LEGO. And I added so much to my collection. The Quickie Mart, the Simpsons house, the Nintendo, some just crazy sets all came in. And this is what I picked up during the holiday season. So I'm not sure where to start here, Micah. Which one should we start with?
Start with the Haunted Mansion.
The Haunted Mansion. To my right is the LEGO Haunted Mansion. This is a recently retired set, and it's one that I've had my eye on for quite some time. There was actually a pre-owned copy of this at Bricks and Minifig over the summer, and I thought about it, went back and forth, and I ended up going the Simpsons route instead. Because I just feel like when something is currently available, it'll always be available. Do you ever get that complacency?
Yes.
It's retail right now, you see it on shelves, you see it on the website, it'll always be available. And back in November when we were in Florida, we were at Legoland, and we were in the Legoland store, and they had 2 copies of this left. At that time, what I didn't recognize was just how close to retirement this set was. So I looked at it, I thought back and forth, and I decided to leave without that set from Legoland. We get in our little car and we drive all the way back to Tennessee, and I decide, you know what? Maybe I do want the haunted house. Easy, I'll just snag one. So I get on lego.com and it is out of stock, out of print. Not going to be restocked. Uh-oh.
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 So I'm like, all right, let me put in local store inventory. I put in our local LEGO store. Out of stock. I put in the Nashville LEGO store. Out of stock. I'm like, okay, well, we've got family in Orlando. I put in the Disney Springs LEGO store. Out of stock. Basically, the only 2 left in box were behind the ticket turnstile at Legoland in Florida. So I did what any diligent LEGO addict would do, and I spent hours scouring the internet and I found a new sealed copy in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Now, we're south of Nashville. Bowling Green is north of Nashville. But wouldn't it be fit that when I found this, I had a Christmas party in Bowling Green? So I reached out to the seller. He met me, still sealed in box and less than retail price. And of course, when you're buying off of Facebook Marketplace, you're not paying sales tax either. So this one was a remarkable buy. And it's such a neat set. It folds open and you can crank the elevator up and you can hear it drop. So it's a very playable set as well, but it's a really cool display set. It kind of, to me, reminds me of both Haunted Mansion at Disney and Tower of Terror. It's like if you took the two attractions and mixed them together. There are some throwbacks to the Adventurers theme within this as well. Some really neat little hidden gems within it. So that was the first one that landed this Haul-iday season.
Haul-iday.
What should we talk about next? You steer me here. I steered you in your video. You steer me a little bit.
This one.
This one. This is a very cool vintage set from 1992. In 1992, Kyle was I even in middle school yet?
You would have been 11.
I was 11 years old when this set released. And while I played with Lego at 11 years old, I don't know how into it I was, right? Like I had Lego and I built with it almost every day. I don't know. I did. I built with it all the time. My favorite thing to do was I would build a Lego house. And it was a pretty basic house that I would build. I had a little garage door on it. And it was a 2-story house. And I always built it on the same base plate every time. And I'd build up a little security wall. And it was the same thing I would always play out. There were a couple of robbers that would break in. I had one Lego accessory gun that's kind of like the Eldorado style guns. They would break in. They would always try and steal the TV, which was just a 2x2 slope with a little print on it that looked like a computer. And that was my daily Lego play.
That's epic.
This came out at that same time.
So is that
period.
where I get like my fear of home invasion? I guess it came from you.
It absolutely
you would
is.
Prepare for home invasion with a little mock-up Lego set.
Yes, and it's probably why I like Home Alone so much as well. So I saw this set a while back over the summer when I was looking at other Lego stuff, and there was just something endearing to me about it. The colors, like this minty green and this pink color, the way they contrast against each other give you like a Miami feel. And the base plate that it is on is absolutely unbelievable. So I've seen it from time to time coming up with people selling it. It's kind of a pricey set, especially for a sealed copy. But one popped up locally on Facebook Marketplace in our community. It was when we were traveling. I messaged a little bit with the seller. He has some other really cool vintage stuff that I would love to get. But I just can't. I'm tapped out. He's got the...
That's what the amount of times that, I'm tapped out. Oh, this is the last Lego I buy for a while.
As you look at the table in front of us.
I am done. This is it. This is it for me. And then you walk in and you buy this and this.
It's bad.
So funny.
Is there a Lego Anonymous, like an LA that we can go to? That's not probably the LA we want to go to. So I messaged back and forth with the seller. I told him if he held it till we got back in town, I'd buy it from him. Now, in the interim, I ended up getting a couple of other things before and decided...
Even though you were tapped out.
Even though I was tapped out. And I decided I probably didn't want this, but I had already asked the seller to hold it. So I decided I better honor that commitment. It's just the right thing to do. I let him know I wanted it. And it's still a very, very cool set. And one that I probably couldn't get at this price again. So I went ahead and got it, and we added it to the collection. With it, though, he also tossed in the Seaside Cabana set to go with it. It's a little companion set that came with it, and there was a jet ski as well. So it's the same color palette. It's got this really cool parrot. Super cool set. We've got a couple of vintage things in our collection now. I guess while we're talking about vintage, should I jump to the next vintage?
Which one? Oh, yes.
All right. While we're talking about vintage, we're going to talk about this little go-kart up here. In the middle of I'm tapped out and I can't get anything else. We went into Bricks and Minifig just a few days ago, and there was another set that we all have the ones, I talked about it in I think your video, Micah, where we see it at a certain price and we're like, it's just too much. And we don't get it. And then we regret it. And then the price skyrockets and we're trapped. We have no choice. Like, you're twisting my arm. I have to buy this set.
Except they just sit there and don't even talk to you about it. You look at it. But once you twist your arm, me and Caleb.
That's true. They always, I have to work on my poker face because they always know the ones that they can twist my arm on, because they'll see me kind of just walk by and look at it. And then they see me walk by and look at it again. And then they see me staring at it. And then they see me pull out my calculator. That's when they know it's all over at that point in time. Well, another one of those sets hit our collection. We're not going to show it in this video because it actually is going to be a birthday present to me. So I don't own it yet. The family owns it, but I don't own it yet. But while we were in there, if we bought one set, we got another one 30% off at Bricks and Minifig. And that was when I brought home this little gem. This guy I saw back over the summer. They had just the box stocked away in the back because they hadn't inventoried it. They hadn't built it out. And every time I would see it, I'm like, that's cool. I'm ready for that one to hit the shelf. Recently, it hit the shelf, and I ended up picking this up because you can't buy one thing and not get 30% off, right? Like if you're going to get 30% off, you might as well use it.
Yeah.
This set is from 1977. Is that when we determined? 1977. So I think this is officially the oldest set in our collection. Do you have anything older than that?
I don't know if some of those sets you got from Marketplace are older. The oldest thing that I know is my 1999 Star Wars stuff.
Star Wars. See, I know that he won't have much stuff older than 1999 because that's when I graduated.
Because that's when Star Wars came.
Because that's when I graduated. 1977. It's very cool to have the box to it and to have the original instructions for a set that old. It retailed for $12 in 1977.
Which, when you convert, I was blown away. It was a $60 set in today's money.
So if you converted, adjusted for inflation, this $12 set would have been $60 today. And here's what's cool. We didn't pay $60 for this set. We paid significantly less. There are two pieces we're going to have to order that are missing on it. One is one of the old-fashioned rubber tires, and then there's a hose as well. But other than that, and a sticker. There's no sticker on the front. But other than that, it's a super cool addition to the collection. All right, Micah, where do we go from here?
You address the elephant in the room.
Oh, the elephant in the room. One of the Lego House tribute sets. This, again, is another one that I've wanted for a while. Something recently has clicked and gotten me back into Lego Pirate. I always loved the Lego Pirate themes growing up, but I never bought any. I don't own any Lego Pirate stuff. But that has now changed this year, as you see. One of the things I wanted to add was this, the minifigure tribute with Redbeard himself. Now, this is only available in Denmark at the house, Lego House, so it's a little harder to come by in the States. I've been watching the price on the market, and a lot of the sellers in the US end up selling it for pretty steep prices. We saw it at Brick Universe, and a seller had it for $400 there. And that was a little high. That was kind of on the high end. But honestly, not far off what a lot of US sellers sell it for. I ended up finding a guy in Denmark that actually lived there that had this at an incredible price, like a really, really good price. So I bought it. I literally unpackaged it 30, 40 minutes ago. And this is what I did not know. As I unwrapped it, and it was wrapped beautifully, and uncovered it, I discovered it has the designer signature on it. Now, we have been in a bit of discussion and turmoil. Can I even open it now?
Yes, you opened the set.
Can I take this piece of Lego history that is from 2022 and open it? It seems like the family is very much pro open it. I'm leaning towards opening it, but I'm still kind of conflicted.
Because you keep the box. You do what I would do. You open it, you build the model, and then you display the box right behind it where you can still see and enjoy the signature.
It's not a bad idea. Why don't you drop in the comments below what you think? Should we open it? Should we keep it closed?
Then we will have persuaded it to open it.
Yeah, because this video won't post for 6 months.
Yeah.
So, House of Brick Tribute Minifigure. All right, Micah, because you're fidgeting with it anyway, I'll go ahead and pull these out. We'll just do a quick little look at these because we've already talked about them twice. And these are both gift with purchases. Both you and Caleb got these. And because the amount of Lego you guys got in November, we actually got 3 of these. We broke up our order into 3, and I got to take 2 of them as well. What we did not talk about in the video that I discovered since recording your video and Caleb's is that both of these are Lego store opening gift with purchases. So when a new Lego store opens, they have more special gift with purchases. And it explains why both of these are priced way higher than you would think they would be priced, because they're a little bit harder to get. It's not just a general gift with purchase. Mine also has the I love Lego of Cool Springs. I heart radio, or I heart Lego of Cool Springs. All right, Micah, where are we going from here?
We are going to Eldorado Fortress.
Eldorado Fortress. Eldorado Fortress. I did not have the original Eldorado Fortress.
I'm still working on them.
He is still working on them.
Whenever he gets to our Bricks and Minifigs, he will perform his regular ritual of walking past it and staring at it, and walking past it and staring at it, and then casually asking questions about it. And then we'll convince him to look at it, and he'll say, "No, I'm tapped out. I'm so tapped out," and he'll let it go, and he'll stand in. He will stand in the corner and just like be brooding, and then we'll walk over and we'll work on it some more, and he'll walk over and he'll take it.
I do not have the original Eldorado Fortress that came out in 1989, but I remember the set from marketing and from pamphlets and from toy catalogs, and it was always such a neat set. And what LEGO did with the new Eldorado Fortress, to me, is incredible. They did such an amazing job modernizing and bringing this into the modern era. This one, I decided after Christmas that I wanted to get. And the problem was, again, like the haunted house, while this one was not retiring, evidently it became really popular after Christmas and everywhere sold out of it. It went on back order on Lego.com. Our local Lego store sold out of it. Target sold out of it. But we found that a store about 45 minutes to an hour from us had it in stock. We were already out running around, so we decided to drive and pick it up and bring it home. And I just completed this as well. As of filming this video, I just completed this a few days ago. And it was a super fun build. It's really cool how it's almost like a modular contained within it, where it breaks apart and you can reconfigure it into different formats and settings. There's some neat little playable features as well. There's little escape hatches, there's things buried underground. A lot of fun little things are buried within this set. The way that they redid the base plate, again, Eldorado, the original one, had a remarkable base plate. Some of these built-up base plates that LEGO has done through the years, I wish that they would keep doing them because they're really fun. I get that they crack easy, they break easy, but the way that they replicated it out of brick on Eldorado Fortress was super neat. It also came with a little Imperial ship as well, so you aren't getting just the fortress. You're getting a small kind of miniature flagship that also sails to and from Eldorado Fortress. The sails are really neat. Just a fun little set. They look really cool together too, don't they? It even has a working crane on it to hoist your treasure me hearties. What? I can talk pirate now?
Yes.
Hoist your treasure me hearties. That's from Jake and the Neverland Pirates, right?
Is it? I don't know.
A Jake and the Neverland Pirates set would be pretty neat. Not a Duplo set.
So
a real
long.
set.
I saw it when I was really little. I remember whatever their area. Didn't it kind of look like the Barracuda Bay set? I don't remember it all, but
it does.
Fleeting memory.
Yes, that does feel kind of Jake and the Neverland Pirate-ish. With Eldorado Fortress, I also got a gift with purchase, which is this retro food truck. Lego Icons retro food truck. Caleb got one of these too. He featured it in his video. I've been so busy with Eldorado and some of the other stuff that I've gotten that I just haven't been able to crack it open and build it yet. But I will. This build is coming because it is one of my more favorite food trucks.
Yes.
It's not my only food truck I got this Christmas season, though. I also got the burger truck. This one is such a fun little build. From food truck standpoints, it's one of my favorites. Yeah, so what you did is really cool. It's kind of different. The burger truck itself is this cool, like, vintage-looking truck with the flames. And then the burger stand, you can actually pop off, and it can be a freestanding burger stand, or it can go on the truck as well.
I think that's so cool.
It's a really, really neat build. It does fold open and close. There's a little door on the back. Super fun. Does it make you want one?
I mean, not really, because I only buy Star Wars stuff, but
Wait. You only buy Star Wars stuff?
Pretty much. 99%.
Okay. 99%. The Space Explorer
Grandma
ship.
got me that. That was a gift. I didn't pay.
So gifts don't count then?
I didn't buy it, so I don't know if you can say.
I love, too, about this, it's got kind of like a lowrider stance. So when it's on the ground, because my hand is perfectly flat like asphalt, it's kind of like a lowrider. So there's a neat feel to this vintage feel. My burger food truck. And now I'm kind of hungry for a burger.
Yeah.
Micah, thanks for helping me showcase half of the collection here. Maybe a little more than half. We're going to do a swap now and let Caleb come in as I talk about a couple of other items. Before you walk away, though, with what we've got on the table here, what do you think would have been your favorite set?
There's no Star Wars. So I think either Barracuda Bay or Eldorado. I'd have to look at them closer and do a side-by-side to really decide which one I like more. But one of those. I think they're really great.
Both very, very cool sets. Caleb, welcome to the table.
Thank you.
You looked scared when I said that. It's like, Caleb! We are walking through my collection here. I don't know if you've heard what we've talked about or not. Before I dive in and talk about the second half of everything that I picked up this holiday season, what's your favorite set that was part of my holiday?
It has to be the signed Home of the Brick Pirate, Redbeard.
Again, it's so cool. And that it showed up signed is unbelievable.
That is crazy.
What's your opinion? Open it? Close it?
See, it would be hard to open it, but it's a really cool set, and it would be cool to see that thing built. So I think you should.
Yeah, it will be cool to see it built. It will be tough to break the tape. But we can... What's cool about this box is it is just two little things of tape here. So we're not going to tear the box at all. And I know we're going to open the bags, but it'll be a cool display piece. Actually, to have them built with the box behind it is going to be kind of cool. It's going to be kind of cool. I'm convincing myself. The main set that I wanted to get this Christmas season, I guess that I'll go to it. You know what? No, we're going to wait. We're going to save it for last. Right in front of me here is one of 3 Pirates of the Caribbean sets that I got as well. Like I said, I have kind of gotten into pirate Lego here recently. It's always been something that's been endearing to me, especially the Lego pirate stuff. But I also like the Pirates of the Caribbean. And back in the holiday season in November, Bricks and Minifigs in Brentwood, surprise, they took a trade of the entire wave of Pirates of the Caribbean sets. And some of the sets were unbelievable. They had the Black Pearl, which is a bit out of my price range. And some other really, really cool sets. I ended up picking up 3 of them. Now, I intended on only picking up 1 of them. I started with the Fountain of Youth set from Pirates of the Caribbean. I just love the figs that come with that. And part of why I got that was because a couple of those figs were figs that I was planning on buying anyway. And it was just a few dollars more to get that than to get the figs with it. And Caleb did, and Micah did what they always do. And they're like, why would you buy just the fig when for just a few dollars more you can get the whole thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I did. I picked it up, and I left, and I was regretting a second one that I saw there. The second one that I saw there was, of course, this very cool Cannibal Escape. One of my favorite rides at Magic Kingdom is
Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise. And this Cannibal Escape, some of the little minifigs in there, I just had this picture of using them in a Jungle Cruise mock. And the set itself has such a Jungle Cruise feel to it that I went back and got it because I wanted it. And it wasn't crazy priced. So we went home, and then more regret set in. There was another third set that I wanted, and it is a little pricier because of the figs that were in it. So we got home, I called Bricks and Minifig, I'm like, hey, I want that third set, and it sold. They still had Whitecap Bay. So I ended up moving and acting on Whitecap Bay,
Hold on. It should be called Gray Cap Bay. There's I don't think there's any white in this set. I don't think there is a single white brick in this set.
Yeah, I don't even think this one came with a skeleton. So you're right. There is no white in Whitecap Bay.
It's Gray Cap Bay. I'm convinced.
The Lego Pirate sets are very dark and foreboding feeling. Like they have a very dark feel versus the other pirate sets. But they're also just really neat. They're really well designed. This one actually will topple over. I'm not going to topple it while I'm on the table here. There's a lot of brittle brown in this. When I was disassembling to inventory it and wrap, because this was a gift to me from the family, I did break a couple of brown pieces that we were able to replace. So I don't want to topple it and crack any more pieces, but it's a really, really cool set. Came with some unique minifig. A couple of them are pretty spendy. There's 2 mermaids that came with it that are actually worth quite a bit. I thought about selling them to justify the price of the set. And then we're like, no, why would we want to get rid of when we have it complete? So we decided to keep the set complete.
If you have not been informed, brittle brown is a term that we use for the older era of the normal brown color. There was something with a dye in the mold that would always make it just snap super easy. And that's why we're always careful with old brown pieces to make sure to not snap them.
Yeah, brown, also like the deep maroon red is also very brittle. And the set that I was talking about a little bit earlier that I brought home from Bricks and Minifig is primarily brittle red, which makes me nervous, but I'm still going to break it down and inventory it. We haven't talked about what set that is. Don't let it slip. That will come at a later video, so...
Put your guess in the comments.
Guess in the comments. It's a big set, and it's primarily brittle red. Like, the bulk of it, when you look at it, you see a lot of brittle red. Put in the comments what you think that set is, and let's see if anyone gets it right. We're going to drop that video probably in March. It'll be at the end of February, 1st of March. Sitting up here is another fun little set. So B3... is that the company that makes these?
I'm pretty sure.
B3 does little custom brick creations with stickers, and I got a Butter Brew one. We went to Universal Studios back in November for the first time, and I got to try butter beer for the first time.
Non-alcoholic.
Yep, and I am a huge butterscotch fan.
Me too.
So I loved butter beer, and him and his brother and his mommy surprised me with this little B3 custom in my stocking. So I thought, man, like, pirates need butter brew, even though it's from Harry Potter universe.
Yeah.
So we've got that displayed with a lot of my Pirates of the Caribbean, same color palette, and looks like something that they would be drinking. Up front, up here.
Dun dun dun
Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun.
I'll leave you by yourself on that part. I'll let you do a solo.
He left me hanging on that one, and that's really sad. Up front is the Indiana Jones motorcycle chase. Really small build. It probably came in a small box. 2 motorcycles, a sidecar, and a little guard shack. I got it because I love the motorcycle and the sidecar, and so does Michelle. We both loved that little motorcycle sidecar. We had a small gift card at Bricks and Minifig that we needed to spend, and that was what we spent it on.
We needed to spend it. It was urgent. We needed
to spend it. It was so urgent. It also reminded us of this other little Market Indiana Jones set that Caleb has that has a Miriam minifig in it, and it's a super expensive little set. So we're going to try and find all the pieces. We know we have them and rebuild it so that we can display the motorcycle chase and that together. Right in front of that is another gift with purchase, the vintage taxi. However, it was not a gift with purchase. We bought it at Bricks and Minifig. When that one was out as a gift with purchase, we didn't do the spend threshold to end up buying and bringing that one home. So we ended up buying it. Another gift with purchase that I'd wanted for quite a while, and we did not do the spend to get this one either, is the Cosmic Cardboard Adventures, which is this little boy dreaming in his Lego box in his bedroom. This was actually at Bricks and Minifig in one of the allowance bags. So there's this little wall with bags that have little sets in them and different piece mixes. And it's called the allowance wall because they're all the cost of 1 or 2 allowances for kids. And this was a surprise to me from them for Christmas as well, which was this little cosmic adventure. And they also got me this little B3 build too, which is a gumball machine. And I put it in the boys' room here because what little boy doesn't want a gumball machine in his room?
Right.
Does that make you want a gumball machine in your room?
Well, I want to eat the candies in that gumball machine.
Yeah, I don't know what they use. B3 uses all authentic brick, but this one has something that isn't. Like there's these little balls in there. Now, the last set, the biggie, the one that I wanted. This is another one of the sets that we saw on the shelf time and time again. And every time it's like, I need that set. I want that set. I need that set. I want that set. And I never bought it. It retired. Now I'm all in on Lego, more than I used to be. It used to be easy for me to look at an expensive Lego and walk away because while I loved Lego and I enjoyed it, I wasn't into it as much as they were. Now it's really hard to walk away. And this is the one that got away and now sailed right onto our kitchen table. And that is the Lego Barracuda Bay. An unbelievably cool set that was formed from the Black Sea's Barracuda. After it had a shipwreck, they configured the ship and built this outpost. To me, this is the coolest set that I own. It is absolutely the funnest Lego set that I've ever built. It was so fun to build. There was no repetition. Everything was different and new. It was so unique. It was so creative. There were so many unique things in it. And it is massively huge.
Yeah, it's so tall.
And I am just so excited that that is a part of my collection. I don't want to talk too much about it right now because I want to do a full review video on that one. That one I think deserves a much deeper dive into it. I picked that one up off of Facebook Marketplace as well. When you look at the trending prices on this, you kind of have a baseline of what new and used sets sell for. I picked this one up, new sealed in box, for about what the used open built sets go. So it was an incredible find here in our town. We drove to the guy's house. We were a little nervous if we were at the right place because it was an overwhelming place, but it was the right place. The box was sealed. We cracked it open to make sure. We always, when we're buying something off of Facebook Marketplace, we know that we're buying things to build. So when we buy sealed in box, we always crack the tape and peek inside just to be sure that the set is actually in there.
Of course, we always do that especially with Lego Simpsons house. We especially always do that.
Yeah, so the Lego Simpsons house behind us, we did get scammed on. That one we did not pick up in person, and we did use PayPal goods and services, so we were able to get our money back.
Yeah.
If you were buying online, sight unseen, always use PayPal goods and services, or do it through a platform like eBay where you have buyer protection, because it really does work. We would have been out on our Lego Simpsons house had we not used goods and services. Go back and watch. We converted to Lego content. It was late last year, and that was like the second video we did when we started doing Lego content. And it tells the story of how we were scammed and how we were redeemed on our Lego Simpsons house. All right, I think that was the entirety of my LEGO Haul-iday haul. Caleb, are you seeing anything that I missed?
A cool thing I just saw while I was right here, the Black Sea Barracuda is tattooed.
It's tattooed on the minifig, yes. It is so neat. Caleb, what is your least favorite thing that I brought home this Christmas season?
I love everything, but I think I would have to say this one right here because it's just the smallest.
The little cabana that went with the... But I thought you loved the vintage pirate.
But here's the thing. The bird is on this set too.
He is?
I think so. Yeah, he's right here.
Oh my word, we got 2 of the parrots?
Yes.
Oh, we did.
I love it.
Oh, that is so cool.
That is probably my favorite Lego bird that's ever been made.
I love it. So thanks for hanging out with us through this 3-part Happy Haul-idays.
Holiday.
You have now seen everything that came in to our collection during the holiday season, with the exception of Mommy's stuff. So she did get a couple of botanicals. She also got the buildable Lego minifig and
the
peacock. So she did get a couple of additions as well. We didn't showcase them in these videos, but those things did land in our home as well. So thanks for hanging out with us for this 3-part video series. We're going to have a lot of reviews coming up. We're going to review Barracuda Bay. We're going to review maybe the haunted house in Eldorado. We're going to review the Venator. We're going to review some of your sets. We're going to have NBA basketball championship. In fact, Caleb is going to be competing against mini superheroes today, very soon, in an NBA contest. So we hope that you hit subscribe and follow along with some of the exciting stuff that we hope to bring you. Most importantly, to us, Lego is a tool. It's a tool that connects us to each other. It's something that we enjoy. We sit together and we build and we sort, and all while we're doing it, we're talking about life together and we're spending time together. Use Lego to connect with your family. Use Lego to connect with other people. Use it to build beauty in other people's lives. And we hope that you do that. We hope that you go out there and you keep building and you keep smiling, because smiles, they truly are contagious.
Contagious.
Give more, do more, share more in love.